channel. In this video, I will be showing you how to make a well-defined French twisted rib cuff. There is a French rib and you can see that it has clean, straight lines. But there is also a French rigid rib, and it is a bit different because you can see how zigzaggy the stitches are, and it is also a bit more defined. So this is the difference between a regular French rib cuff and a defined one, or a zigzaggy one, however you wish to call it. So this is the one that I will be showing in this video. It is very stretchy and it holds the shape very well. It springs back into place no problem. And this is what it looks like from the inside. This is what it looks like if you put it on. It is well hugging and looks really, really cute. So this is what this video will be about, how to knit this portion of the glove, or you can use it for socks or whatever your project is. I will be knitting this cuff on 2 circular needles, so it is a continuous design. You can also knit it on 5 needles, 4 being in the stitches and the 5th one to rotate. It is really up to you. So for this project you will need number of stitches that you can divide on 3. Usually when you knit a rib cuff, it's even amount of numbers or numbers that you can divide on 4. But in this case you need the number of stitches dividable on 3 because design repeats itself lengthwise 3 stitches at the time. In my case I have 48 stitches casted, which means my pattern will repeat itself in one round 12 times. And I already divided them on 2 needles. The video on how to simply cast stitches on circular needles or any needles is available in the description down below. I have it on my channel and I linked the video in the description if you need to watch it. We'll be starting the work on the front needle. One round is both needles, front and back. So I'm going to get the needle out, make sure everything is here tight. The working yarn needs to be in between the needles, like so. So this pattern will be going in 2 rounds. Round 1 and round 2 will repeat themselves over and over. So round 1 and round 3 will be the same, as well as round 2 and round 4 will be the same. All uneven rounds are same and all even rounds are same. First stitch will be a slip stitch as if to knit. Second stitch we will knit. And this is where the interesting part begins. So now I need to go back and knit the first stitch that I took off. I'm taking it this way from the front. And now I will slide the right needle off. And I will pick up the second stitch onto the needle. Like so. And now I will knit the very first stitch. And the third stitch will be a purl stitch. And here is the pattern. Now I will continue to do this for the rest of the round, which means I will do this completing both needles. So let's do this again. First is a slip stitch as if to knit. Second stitch is a knit stitch. Now I need to pick up the first one again from the front, like so. I'm pinning this stitch with my pointy finger, just so it's secured. I'm sliding the needle out, and now I am picking up this stitch, like this. And now I will knit this one. And the third one in the pattern is a purl stitch. Now I repeated the pattern twice. 1, 2. Okay, let's do it again. First is a slip stitch as if to knit. Second, I will knit. Okay, now I need to knit the first one that I slipped off. So I am picking it up from the front. This stitch I will pin down with my pointy finger, like this. And I will slide the right needle out, go in the back and pick up this stitch. And now I will knit this one. And the third one is a purl stitch. And I will continue to do this, finishing the first round on both needles. And I guess I will meet you at the end of the first needle, just for you to see the transition to the second needle. Here I am at the end of the first needle, and I'm starting the last repetition. I'm taking the stitch off as if to knit. Second one will be knit. Now I'm going back to the first stitch, picking it up, pinning the one before it, sliding the needle out, picking up that stitch, back, knitting this one, and the last stitch is a purl one. And I'm finished my first needle, half around, and I will start on my second needle. Turning my work, make sure yarn is in between the needles. And the second needle starts the same way. First stitch, slip stitch as if to knit. Second is a knit stitch. Now I'm going back, picking up the first stitch, pinning my second one and sliding the needle off, picking up that stitch again, knitting this one. And the third stitch in the pattern is a purl stitch. I will finish the first round on my second needle and I will meet you at the second round. I finished the first round on both needles and now I am at the beginning of the second round. Second round will be different because it is a second part of the pattern. Round number 2 will also consist of 3 stitches repeating the pattern among themselves. So first we need to deal with 2 stitches as we did before. We need to knit them. I will show you how. We need to first crisscross them. Usually it reminds me like if you do cable knitting. We're going to go from the front and pick up 2 stitches like so. We're going to take them off the left needle and now we're going to switch them. I'm going to go in the back with my left needle, enter in between these 2 stitches, go inside the first one from the front, and then I'm going to remove the right needle completely. I'm going to pick up the second stitch and I'm going to twist it from the front and put it back on the left needle. So what I did here is I switched the places for 2 stitches. The first stitch now is the second and the second now is first. So I twisted them and now I'm going to knit both of them. Knit the first one, now knit the second one. And the third stitch in the pattern is a purl stitch. There you go. Let's do it again. So I'm going from the front, picking up both stitches and taking them off left needle onto the right. Now I'm using left needle to go back, go in between 2 stitches and pick up the second one right now from the front like so. I'm inside this second stitch with my left needle. Now I'm going to remove the right needle, pinning the first stitch with my thumb. Now I'm going back, picking up this pinned stitch, and I am twisting it, and I am rotating it, and I am placing it back onto the left needle. And now I'm going to knit 2 stitches. 1 and 2, and the third one is a purl. I repeated the pattern twice. So 3 stitches again in my pattern. First 2, I'm going to pick up from the front and I'm going to remove them from the left needle. Now I'm going with the left needle into the back, in between the 2 stitches, and picking the second one from the front, like so. Now I'm going to pin this stitch right here with my thumb and remove it from the needle, like so. Now I'm going with my right needle into the back, depends on how comfortable it is for you. Picking it up, and I'm going to twist and move it and place it back onto the left needle. And I will knit these 2 stitches. And the third one is a purl. Let's do it again one more time. So here are 3 stitches in the pattern. I'm going from the front and picking up 2 stitches with my right needle from the front, like that, and removing them from the left needle. Using my left needle, I'm going back in between the 2 stitches, and I'm picking up the second one from the front, like this. Pinning this stitch, the first one, with my thumb, I am going to remove the right needle. Now I'm going back and I will pick up the first stitch only with my right needle and move it and twist it and place the stitch back onto the right needle. Now we'll knit 2 stitches, 1, 2, and the third stitch is a purl stitch. And this is the second round. You might not be able to tell yet the pattern that's forming, but you will once you complete more rounds. I will finish the second round and will meet you at the beginning of the third, which will be the same as the first round. So I finished row number 2 and I am at the beginning of row number 3, and we're starting row number 3 same as it was at the row number 1. First stitch, slip on stitch as if to knit. Second one will be a knitted stitch. Now I'm going to swap them. Second one will be a knit stitch now. Now second one is a knitting stitch as well. And the third one is a purl. So round number 1 is repeating itself through round number 3. A slip, a knit. Now I'm going back to pick up the first one and to twist the second one in the back. Now I'm going to knit this one, and the third one in the pattern is a purl. And we're going to continue to do this throughout the whole third round, and the fourth one will be the same as the second, and I will meet you then. I am at the row number 4, and row number 4 is the same as the row number 2. Starting with 2 stitches, I'm going to pick them up from the front, like so, and take them off the left needle. Now I'm going to go in the back, slide between the 2 stitches, and go into the front one, like so. Now I'm going to slide the right needle out, pinning the stitches with my thumb. Going to pick up that stitch and move it and place it back onto the left needle. Now I'm going to knit 2 stitches. 1, 2, and the third one is a purl. Let's do it again. Picking 2 stitches from the front with the right needle, sliding them off. Now I'm gonna use my left needle and go in the back, in between the stitches, picking the 1 stitch from the front like so, pinning with my thumb and sliding the right needle out. And then I'm gonna pick up that second stitch, move it around back onto the left needle, and I'm going to knit these 2 stitches, first and second, and the last one, third one, is a purl in the pattern. I will finish row number 4. Now row number 5 will be the same as row number 1 and row number 3. Row number 6 will be the same as row number 2 and 4. And you will alternate and knit like so until you have as much of a cuff or whatever it is that you're doing, as many rows as you need. And it should look like this. And here I finished knitting the cuff for my second glove, and it looks like this. It is still on my needles. I will continue to do the rest that needs to be done, but here how stretchy it is, and it regains the shape pretty well right back. This is the inside of the work. I hope that you like this video. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.